welcome to all of you. My name is Norbert Evers. I work for Achmea, a Dutch financial service provider with its roots into insurance. I'm involved in developing and applying the lean way of working, particularly within our property damage and income insurance division. Hoshin Kanri and the X Matrix strengthened my personal journey to effectively cascade strategies within our organization. Vertically, this involves aligning your vision and strategy within day-to-day activities of every individual and make sure prioritization is happening between value streams. Horizontally, it's about ensuring that each employee really understands their role within the end-to-end value stream, where we, for example, serve customers. This could also be internal processes. Hoshin Kanri, it's a strategic planning process. Like most of all lean practices, it comes from Japan, and it served as a powerful tool for aligning the strategic goals of an organization with the daily activities of employees. When applying Hoshin Kanri and the X Matrix, you answer 5 sequential steps. And let me explain them a bit regarding this end-to-end value stream. And the end-to-end value stream is, for me, is the operational process where people are collaborating on servicing a customer. Instead of the value stream, you can also apply business Hoshin Kanri and the X Matrix to a department, more silo-oriented, or the entire organization. It starts with the purpose. And for me, the purpose is also about understanding your role within the whole value stream, within the department or silo you're working for. That is what I mean with horizontal alignment. When employees truly understand how their individual tasks fit into the larger picture and directly impact the value delivered to customers, they are more motivated, engaged, and aligned with organizational goals. Therefore, creating a culture of understanding and appreciation for the entire value stream and its purpose not only drives organizational improvement, but it also helps creating a sense of fulfillment among employees. This, in the end, helps the organization as a whole. The second step is to decide what is the strategy? What are the long-term goals? In the end, that is crucial for organizational success in long term. Based on customer needs, competitors, changes in society, you have to review and adjust these long-term goals along the way. To my surprise, I see that a lot of people helping customers are not really that aware of this long-term strategy where they are working for. An important role here is there for the middle management to cascade the strategy from the top level management to the operational value stream to the different teams working together. The next step is to decide what are the annual goals. What is it what we want to achieve this year? And this process typically involves a yearly review to refine and refresh the annual goals and effectively measure progress towards these long-term goals. I would suggest to use 1 or 2 key performance indicators based on the outcome. What is really the effect we want to achieve that helps us achieving this purpose, this long-term strategy? So these KPIs, they reflect the ultimate impact desired. When reviewing the annual goals, the key question here is, can we realize this with running the business, or do we need to change our business to improve our business? If you cannot do it with running the business, changes are necessary, and you can formulate them in epics features where it's really about the development of the organization, but it can also be done in the operational value stream with, for example, business project charters. From a lean perspective, that would be the 8-3 charters. And here is where the magic happens. When we know what to do, you can start planning and prioritizing. When we don't know how to solve certain issues, then the problem solving starts and you start working with spikes and research questions. Last but not least, you have the leading KPIs. Based on the changes and the main annual goals, leading KPIs are identified and help you steering the organization toward the desired short-term results and can be based on a combination of input KPI, throughput, or output indicators. Leading KPIs might include measures such as the level of education needed by workforce, which is an input KPI, the number of prospect visits planned in a sales organization, That's more a throughput indicator. And in the end, it could also be about the amount of sales generated, and that would be the output indicator. All three indicators help you defining whether the real outcome is within reach, and you need to be aware of the balance between all these kind of indicators. This is an example. It's not from real life, although I think the example can be of use for a lot of organizations. The purpose here is to cultivate customers for life with all dedication to exceptional service, trust, and value. Achieving a net promoter score, NPS, of 70 by 2026. That could be a long-term goal. If this is our long-term goal, let's say we are preparing for 2024, what could be the annual outcome goals? I used here two certain outcome KPIs, and to increase the NPS with 10 points within the next year, for example, from 35 to 45, we still have some journey to reach our long-term goal, but that is what we want to achieve this year. But we can also look at customer retention rate, for example, 70% for customers who continue to do business with us for 10 years. When we now have some outcome KPIs, this could be the annual goals based on our purpose and from a customer perspective, what kind of changes are needed, what kind of improvements are needed to realize these outcome goals. And for instance, if we are a greenfield operation, it's about establishing customer feedback mechanisms, investing in digital transformation to become a front runner and to stay ahead of competition, especially on long term. It's about training for customer-facing stuff and really getting to know the customer journey with the underlying touch points and mapping them. So that are the indicators that help achieving the outcome goal. For example, customer satisfaction, the customer retention rate, returning customers, or the number of customer complaints. So on itself, they have some value. We need more information to know whether we are truly moving into the right direction. And with a combination of the right balance of leading indicators, you will move towards your outcome goal. When dealing with multiple long-term goals, not only from a customer orientation, but from employee orientation, from a law perspective, you create more objectives. And here it's about visual management, and then you can align annual objectives with these long-term aspirations. And that is where the green blocks or the black dots come into place. And this will help you to see whether attention is distributed on the right way across all long-term objectives, or you can detect any imbalances. And in my belief, the magic of Hoshin Kanri lies in its vertical and horizontal alignment, ensuring strategic objectives to cascade easily. Well, the ideal approach is top-down, responding to the actual pool, drives change from the ground up. So, for example, last year we started at department level within our property and damage claims, and we started within the department claims complex. With several assignments there, we revised their operational management. Have also a look at the white paper written and shared in November on the Obeya Association side. In the end, we finished and summarized all work done in the X matrix. And that really helped us to even improve more. And with that X matrix on department level, we created also several X matrices for the different value streams we are servicing. In our company, each product line has been identified to be a value stream. For example, we identify claims from a travel insurance, from a car insurance, or household insurances. When you have a claim, that's something else. As compared to when you want to apply for an insurance. And here it's also about horizontal alignment and multidiscipline teams changing the whole system, because this department of complex claims, they work together with other departments, finally finishing the whole claim for the customer. Now, and last week we converted their operational management, their X matrix, and all the work we've done into their Obeya. And as you can see, at the same time now we started at this level, department level. Then we made several X matrices on the value stream levels. Based on that, we are now also prioritizing between value streams. So we are now on the business unit level, where there is other game played as well. And we are using the X matrix as a blueprint for several Obeyas. And in the same time, you see now performance boards at team level also change. And I think that's for the good. When implementing the X matrix as a blueprint for your Obeya, it's essential to incorporate the lean principles throughout the process. Visualizing, integrating lean principles during the introduction, during building or hosting phase of the Obeya, it is really key and critical to your success. By doing so, you ensure that your Obeya embodies the main elements of lean thinking, which promotes the continuous improvement, the reduction of waste, puts the customer in a central place. There are 5 lean principles. It's about identifying value. Your Obeya helps with interaction and decision making. Here it involves understanding what customers truly value and focusing on delivering the value while minimizing waste. Are the right KPIs on the wall? Is prioritization done from a customer point of view? Do we share stories from employees doing the right things for customers? The second principle is about visualizing the value stream. Are the main processes mapped from start to finish needed to create a holistic or systemic view? This helps management to oversee the whole and put aside their own aspirations. And it gives employees the needed overview to understand their own role in the whole value stream. Work with pull involves responding to a customer demand by only producing goods or services as needed. The mother of all wastes in a production environment is inventory. The mother of all wastes in a service-oriented environment, like an insurance company, is lead time and waiting time. You can work with the principle of pull to eliminate those kinds of waste. And the fourth one, create flow. It aims to continuously eliminate bottlenecks to ensure a smooth and continuous workflow from start to finish. Do we really actively assess our value streams against the 8 types of waste? And last but not least, it's also about the culture to seek for perfection, continuous improvement. And when all is good and everything is on green, you can start to improve your standards. Within this framework, I recognize 3 types of Obeyas. Strategic Obeyas. This is an Obeya where multiple value streams convert. In the context of Achmea, it's about different horizons intersect with this space, where top-level management collaborates as well. Horizon 1 is right now and needs improvement. Horizon 2 is about our future state process in, say, 2 to 3 years. Horizon 3 is longer term. What does the customer expect? For example, in 10 years from now, what does this mean? Secondly, is the program Obeyas. These are focused on specific programs or initiatives. Like Toyota once started with developing the Prius. The last one is the one we talk most about, is value stream Obeyas. These Obeyas bring together one or more teams and departments that are collaborating on customer needs. They serve as a platform for cross-functional collaboration, enabling teams to streamline their processes and deliver value for customers more effectively. And Obeya is, in my vision, not about displaying only KPIs on the wall. It's about fostering interaction, facilitating decision-making, sharing context, solving problems together, and about prioritizing and anticipating challenges. In theory, starting top-down makes sense. However, in practice, I would start where there is pull and the need. From there on, you can move up, or move down to the, for example, different value streams in my case. You see the different questions, the different steps of the X matrix, the purpose, the long-term goals, strategy as well. Then the annual goals, the outcome KPIs, which are realized with our change, the projects, the epics, the features from a PI planning, but also business change. And in the end, the leading KPIs. That is where most dashboards are used for. Catchball is a crucial aspect of applying Hoshin Kanri effectively. And in my belief, it's not just a one-time event, but it's an ongoing process that occurs at multiple levels within the organization. Annually, you do this when discussing the X matrix. Catchball comes into play as teams engage in dialogues to ensure mutual understanding of strategic objectives and initiatives. Within the Obeya, I think Catchball happens continuously as teams collaborate to understand each other's perspectives. And it's all about listening, empathy to really effectively address issues and making informed decisions. I visualize it. It's the combination where we really work together between teams, between, for example, value streams as well. And there you see the gap between context and really knowing each other's perspectives. And last but not least, I set out a forms to my internal customers and stakeholders. What kind of tips or tricks do you have? Get your value streams very clear. Limit your scope by inviting first instance only the key players. So don't start with with all the employees, all the players inside. Block time, don't make it theoretical. Just start incrementally. Let's evolve it within the team. It does create ownership. It helps you getting alignment. So also creating the common story and a set of shared goals. And the last one is about from the senior management also to give the ball to the middle management within the value stream, and that gave them some direction. They created their X matrix and value streams themselves. Thank you very much for attending this workshop.